to say from the outset that I am Team Bree. I don't think she needs a man.
I am Team Bree. I feel like Team Bree is where we...
I'm not prepared for this. What? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, so now I gotta finish the book so my heart can break more than it already has, and then prepare it to break for the A Song of Wraiths and Ruin TV show. I'm about 100 pages out from finishing A Song of Wraiths and Ruin. I wanted to finish this book last week, but it's really, at least for me personally, it's really heavy, and I needed to give myself time to take breaks in between reading it, so I didn't finish it as quickly as I wanted to. But now I'm about 100 pages out from the end, and I'm nervous. Well, this whole book has made me nervous. The whole book has made me nervous. But I'm nervous because I'm getting some serious Pan's Labyrinth vibes from this last challenge. And for those of you who don't know, if you ask me like what my favorite movie is and I can't say anything Star Wars related, I will tell you Pan's Labyrinth. I absolutely love that movie, but the last trial that the main character has to go through, Ophelia, is she has to make her way through this labyrinth, and that's exactly what's happening here. So anytime I see labyrinth, I'm just like, oh no. But yeah, so hopefully I will finish this today, and then I can start my second book for the Yonsei-a-thon, which is Life in Motion by Misty Copeland. We're not going down this route. No. No. We went down that route. I lost my page. It's not my fault. I finished it. I don't know what I was expecting, but this wasn't it. Some quick thoughts. First of all, kudos to the author, Roseanne A. Brown, for the trigger warning at the beginning of the book. Because if that trigger warning hadn't been there, I probably would have had to just permanently stop or DNF this for a bit, because I wouldn't have been able to adequately prepare myself for what I was about to read. So thank you for the trigger warning. This book was so beautifully written. I love the West African mythology that was just woven through the book. All of the struggles that the characters felt were very real, particularly with our two main characters, Karina and Malik. Okay. So the loss that Karina struggles with is just something that I personally identified with, because I lost someone very close to me a few years ago. So there were moments in the story, particularly immediately after she loses this person, where I was just really able to connect and empathize with her character. That was, again, part of the reason why I was very happy that the trigger warning was in this book. Love Malik because he's very much that reluctant hero. He's not, the ones in who goes in gun swinging. And he's very motivated by his family, which is something that I really liked in the book. But the end, though, I feel as if the first 2/3, three corners, new game, 3/4 went kind of as I expected. And then the end was kind of just where I got hit with, at least for me, plot twist after plot twist after plot twist, with things that I wasn't expecting. So yeah, I love this book. Definitely one of my favorite reads of the year. Oh, this was the first book that I finished for the Yonsei-a-thon. So it's, what date is it? It's September 22nd, right? Right. And I finally finished my first book for the Yonsei-a-thon. So the next book I am going to read, which is for the nonfiction challenge, is, as I said earlier, Life in Motion by Misty Copeland. So I am probably going to get started on that later tonight, or later this afternoon or tomorrow. I think it's going to be a nice change, because I read this, and this tore my heart apart after I had put my heart back together after reading A Reaper at the Gates, which had also torn my heart apart. So why am I waving the book? Y'all can't see my face. So yeah, my next book is Life in Motion by Misty Copeland. But yeah, so I finished A Song of Wraiths and Ruin, and highly recommend it. If you come to me asking, oh, Ash, should I read this book? Yes. The answer is yes. Just beware that there is a trigger warning at the beginning, and I will say, don't beat yourself up for having to take breaks while reading books. That was something that I found myself having to do a lot with this book. I thought I would be able to finish it in a week, and I think it took me, a week and a half to 2 weeks. And that was because there were times where I had to just stop kind of frequently, or there were a couple of days where I didn't read, because I just needed to give my brain the space to decompress. And if you find yourself needing to do that with this book or any other book you're reading, please do that. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health, particularly now the world is literally falling apart. So please do what you can to take care of yourself. All right, I'm going to drink my tea, and I'm going to check back in with you guys later.
Do you know what the most exciting thing to see is when you check your email? It's this. It's this. My copy of Legendborn is officially out for delivery, which means I will have my copy of Legendborn in my hands today.
I have book mail. like I said, I'm pretty sure, well, I know it's at least a copy of Legendborn, but I pre-ordered 2 copies, both from bookshops. One was like a subscription box type thing. I don't know which one this is. This is a big box for just a book, but it's also not heavy, so we're gonna find out. Oh my god, there's so much packing stuff. Oh, this is the one that came with the poster. Oh my, wait, what? Oh my god, wait, what? What did, oh my gosh, wait, I'm so, you ever order something and you're like, I don't remember that it came with this. I didn't remember it came with a poster. That's why the box was so big. Poster, book first, poster, book first, book first. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. I also forgot that it was signed. Y'all, I forgot that it was signed. What? Oh my god. Okay, again, like, as a little kid, not even a little kid, it was like, 10, 11 years old, I loved reading the King Arthur myths. Like, I read every book I could get my hands on about them. I was obsessed with it. So to have this, like, I'm... I wish I could get in a time machine and, like, go back and just show this to 10-year-old me and just be like, it's not just for the white kids. Like, you're not weird for this. Okay. It's finally here. Now I have a poster to unravel. Unravel, open. And then here we have it's a poster. It has Brie on the front, and then it has, oh, it has the family tree on the back. So I'm still making my way through Life in Motion. I'm on page, it's either 139 or 159. I am foolishly not wearing my glasses, so I can't really see even though the book is right in front of me. But something just came back to me as Misty was talking about the like the physical demands of dance. I remember when we were working on our splits, my dance teacher used to measure how far away from the floor we were with the remote to the audio system. Like, I remember, like, the horror of my dance teacher, like, bringing around the remote and using it to measure how far we were off the floor. We all hated it. We dreaded it. We hated that remote. Anyway, I'm going to keep making my way through this because it is late Friday night, and I would like to finish this tonight, hopefully, and then start my reread of The Sound of Stars tomorrow. This is why I'm glad I decided to reread this, because there were just certain things I did not remember. And I did not remember that Victoria Rowell had ended up being one of Misty Copeland's mentors. And if the name doesn't sound familiar with you, you didn't grow up with a grandma and a mom who watched The Young and the Restless on daytime television. Because, yeah, that was a thing, The Young and the Restless. Every day at 12:30, my grandma still watches The Young and the Restless every day at 12:30. Victoria Rowell had played Drusilla Winters. That was her name. But yeah, I don't know, that just, I had forgotten about that. Anyway, Yeah. Wow. Okay.
It's Saturday. It's Saturday, and the sun can't decide what it wants to do, if it's going to stay behind the clouds or if it's going to come out. Anyway, I'm getting ready to wrap up this vlog so I can edit it for you guys. By the way, thank you. There's 60 of you now, and that's really exciting. So bring your moms, your dads, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your dogs, your cats. Bring them on by. Anyway, so I finished Life in Motion by Misty Copeland last night, or was it early this morning? I don't know. It was probably past midnight. And I'm really glad that I chose that for my nonfiction book for the Yonsei-a-thon, because it brought back so much for me as a dancer, as you saw in the earlier clips. And that was really nice for me to be able to reminisce about that, because I do sort of still dance. As I said, I started dancing again back in January, and then COVID was like, nope. But anyway, that was nice for me, was, being able to reminisce about my days as a dancer. And I think it was also good for me to read it because it was also a good reminder for me to keep pushing and not to give in to other people, and when I want something, to just go for it no matter what everyone else is saying. And that's something that I really, really needed. And yeah, it was also just a good story, a good autobiography to revisit about a black ballerina. So yeah, I am doodling in this book. Let me stop. It's a workbook. It's not an actual, sit down and read book. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to say, especially for my black viewers and especially for my black women, please take care of yourselves. I know by now everyone heard about the decision, the verdict that was passed down in regards to the Breonna Taylor case. What can be said at this point, other than I just take care of yourselves. We are getting bombarded 24/7 with images of people who look like us getting beaten and murdered in the streets. It's on the news, it's on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And if you need to shut off your social media for a little bit just so you don't have to constantly have that in your face, please do. It's a reality that we deal with, and it's something that we continually still have to combat, but we also have to take care of our mental health. And sometimes that means stepping back, shutting things off, reaching out to a friend, reaching out to a family member, journaling, doing whatever form of self-care that you need to do. So please do that. And I will leave some links to nonprofits that you can support in my description box. So please go ahead and check them out. And even if you are financially unable to give right now, which, given again the current situation with COVID, makes sense, please at least share the links around so that they're getting the attention that they need. And I think that's going to wrap it up. The plan for today is to edit this vlog, and then I will start my reread of The Sound of Stars, which will be in next week's vlog. And I'll probably have an October TBR video going up at some point this week. So I will see everyone in the next video. Give a like, give a subscribe if you feel so inclined, and I will see everyone in the next one. Bye!